Fire signs, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your November reading. I am grouping you together as fire signs, beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, to ensure that I get your November readings done for you a little bit earlier in the month rather than much later in the month. Thank you for your patience for waiting for this reading to come out. If it resonates with you, you are hearing it within your divine design. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck for you. And we're going to see the overriding message and go a little bit deeper. And then at the end, I'm going to pull one of the Oracle cards for each of you, for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, a specific message for you if this reading has resonated and you've got to that point. So let's see what, first of all, wishes to come out. We're going to use my Veritas Oracle deck just initially, just to get an overriding theme for this reading, just an overriding energetic feel for those that most need to hear this message. Thank you, Spirit, what wishes to come out. And we got attention. Attention has popped out for you. What are you presently attending to? Where your attention goes, your energy flows, focusing on productive thoughts, words, and actions as you are nurturing them for your future. The message with this card is that we can be both creative and destructive at the same time in a really sort of weird way. We can be incredibly driven and focused and giving our attention to all sorts of things that we recognize within that day-to-day ticking boxes of getting things done and working towards our dream, our vision. But at the same time, we can be incredibly destructive. We can be deconstructing all of that simply by the thought processes. And we are all very familiar with this. We can find that our thoughts take us places that we don't want to go, and our imagination runs wild, and we start recognizing that we're saying destructive thoughts to ourselves. And this card is just to remind you to be conscious as much as possible of focusing on success, being driven by that success, on focusing on nurturing thoughts. And when you find yourself going a little bit off-piste and kind of bringing in unwelcome thoughts, kind of detach yourself, take a deep breath and say, what is going to be my next thought? What is going to be my next thought? And you'll find there won't be a next thought. You'll be just focusing on the present moment. And this is, and although you are preparing for, and it might have been an upsetting time for you recently, the universe is encouraging you to say that you're more than ready now, and to try and shrug off what has been, and to focus on what is right now and what you're doing, which is incredibly nurturing for yourself. So that's the overriding message for you. I am going to say the affirmation: my attentive and nurturing productivity is preparing for a pleasing yield. And the thing is about chickens, and I have all the messages on the back of the card, and they've just reminded me, is that chickens, when they are laying their eggs, they chirp to their chicks within those eggs, and the little chicks, when they're old enough, within those eggs, chirp back. And the mother hen is perfectly content to chirp away, and the chicks are perfectly content to chirp back until such time as they're ready to break free of that shell, the egg shell. So Spirit is saying, chirp away yourself, be chirpy, be cheery about what is yet to come, but you can feel it, you know it, you're nurturing it, and try not to give any attention to those unruly thoughts that take you away from the pleasing task at hand. So that is the overriding message for you. Attention. Where attention goes, energy flows, just like a radio signal. Let's have a look to see with the Animal Tarot, what is... let's have a look at Spirit's advice for you. Thank you. Where are you right now? Thank you. What is Spirit's advice? Where are you right now? One card, please. Actually, do you know what we're going to do? We're not. We're going to do past, present, and future. So past energy, well, that flew out there. That's the right thing to do. King of Pentacles. You're already so driven. You already, my goodness, you're over. I mean, think about it as a fire sign. You're pretty bold. You're pretty daring, you've got a sort of fire to you. You can have a tendency to burn out. The rhino couldn't keep going that way forever, but you draw people to you. Equally, people are very wary of you, but in a way that demands and calls for respect. So this is the King of Pentacles, and it says here, power, wealth, and ruthless. Now, the universe is not asking you to be ruthless, but this is in a past position. So it's about recognizing your drive, your determination, and recognizing the wealth of abundance that's come from that drive and that determination and that endurance as well. And abundance doesn't just mean financial abundance. Abundance comes in many, many forms. And it could be the freedom to make choices. It could be, as I say, you know, a mouse might see a feast where we might see a little morsel of bread. It comes through the perception of the mind as well, about what is abundant in our lives: friends, family, love, relationships, experiences. So but you have a wealth of abundance, and that's what the universe is reminding you as the King of Pentacles here. And there is a certain sense of, it's not just a generosity of spirit, but there is a drive to you, and there's an understanding that you have about your drive as well. So that's in the past, remember that. And the rhino has actually just sort of stopped for a moment, but it's looking at the present. So let's have a look to see. That's a past energy that is still present. It's still kind of there around you. Now, you've got the Tasmanian devil, the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about change. The Wands is about perhaps a conflict of desires that you have at this time, a concern about the right way forward for you. It's about perhaps competition that you've got as well. It's about anything that's conflicting within you that's very complicated and causing chaos in your life. So you've got here conflict, competition, and hiding from truths. However, they are wanting you to remember who you are in this, as this rhino, as this King of Pentacles. Don't lose your self-respect in this situation. You command respect when you're in that space. You're also incredibly nurturing. And remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So give your attention to the reminder of who you are, whilst perhaps there's some just naughty conflict happening, just maybe something that's not welcome in your life, but equally is also reminding you who you are. So within that, there is an abundant gift as well, because you're able to claim this. You're able to rise above it. You're able to move through this. So that's the present. And then let's have a look at the potential future for you. Thank you. And there are those, my darling, it says here the word hiding from truth. You know, there are those, we all do it. We all hide from certain self-truths within ourselves. And it's sometimes much easier to see perhaps what somebody else is hiding from themselves or not telling themselves. It's much easier, isn't it, to see the wood for the trees. But the devil is in the detail, they're saying. So within what has happened, there is the foundation for the ability to everybody involved see something, understand something, take some truth from this. The universe is sort of bringing this whatever this change is, and it is to do with your desires and your wishes, but whatever it is, my darling, it is to show you something. And I feel is to show you part of it about the power, the empowerment that is you. That when you really think about it again as a fire sign, think about how extraordinary your drive is. And you may have in the past, because the rhino is standing here still, you may have almost sort of exhausted yourself, burnt out a little bit, but that drive is back now. And I just feel that this conflict is just helping you overcome perhaps a slight hesitation that you've had in the past, and almost a preparing for it to rain as opposed to expecting the sunny day. So this is about preparation for success. And let's have a look at the potential future. Thank you. There we go. We have got Polar Bear, the star. and the lion. I'm going to take both of those. Thank you. The polar bear, the star, and the lion. Two powerful power animals here. Now, the polar bear as the star doesn't surprise me. I haven't used these. I've only used these cards once or twice. So it's wonderful for me to see which animals are representing which messages here. We know the star talks about or represents the energy of release, of surrender, of allowing, and of healing. And it's not just any old surface level healing. This is deep healing. The star also talks about like the North Star, the inner compass, okay, that's guiding you at this time, that's guiding you in the direction that you are feeling you need to go. It's also talking about the hopes and dreams that are still very prevalent, still there within your energy space. What those dreams represent, what they are for you. It's a sign from the universe not to forget and to keep having faith and belief in those dreams and those passions, to keep remembering who you are and all of this. Now, the thing about the polar bear is it is adverse to conflict. It would prefer to live a solitary existence for the most part. It's incredibly nurturing as well as a mother. And it is it's to say that you are going to come through this naughty Tasmanian devil stage and emerge from this with an incredible amount of clarity about the situation. Remember what it said here, hiding from truths, and the truth is going to set you free. And the snow bear and the snow represent taking unique footsteps forward in a way you haven't done before. And also it's the clarity. And also that everything will be covered. It's like the covering of the snow. What was rough is now smooth. It's going to be smoother sailing for you moving forward. It says here, polar bear, healing, hope, and gift from the Great Spirit. Gifts, sorry, I do apologize, from the Great Spirit. So, and this polar bear is on the move. So this is a really powerful stance. Now, alongside of that is the lion, strength, mind over matter, love wins, and majesty. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. They have slipped into the deck. So I'm going to take them because they're actually from the oracle cards. But so with the strength card here, it is to say, embrace that divine masculine. In the future, this is a leading to you coming out of this Five of Wands, embracing the divine masculine within you, taking powerful, commanding step forward, knowing who you are, respecting the energy of yourself. Beautiful power animals here. Respect that embodiment that you represent of a very powerful energy force. And when you put your mind to it, you are going to overcome perhaps where your attention has been going. And that the universe is going to respond as such and say, well done for putting mind over matter, for kind of taking over your mind in a detached way by observing and by helping yourself come through this. The ability to have a response to the situation, that's your responsibility you're showing right now, and you will be showing in the future. And the thing about the male lion is it doesn't get involved in little annoyances. It doesn't get involved in any conflicts unless it absolutely has to. It prefers to, again, take that step back. So this is a really powerful message for you. Now, I'm going to pull one card for each of you, and I'm going to go back to what I hope is the oracle cards, and we're going to take one message for Aries, please. Okay, so this is going to be Aries. What spirit animal are you being asked to remember to embody in this present moment within this conflict? Okay, so what is going to help you right now for Aries, if this reading has resonated with you? Thank you. Which is the spirit animal? And go and look them up afterwards to see what else other message. Ooh, I like. The coyote, revealing illusion, paradox, and levity. So the coyote spirit is quite a vocal spirit as well. It makes itself heard. It expresses through those howls like the wolves. It expresses itself in a very emotive way, doesn't it? If you hear those howls, it's kind of like it sends a vibration through. And there's something rather haunting about it as well. So Spirit is saying to invoke that vocal expression that you have. Now, if you look at these animals, the rhino, they make an extraordinary noise, the polar bear, the lion, all of this is very powerful sounds and revealing illusion. So when you almost decide that you're going to pad around like the coyote, and you're going to trust those that you really, truly trust within your soul family, within your soul pack, let's put it this way. But you're going to be very aware and listening to what is happening. Then it's going to reveal what you thought. It's going to reveal the real truth behind. It's going to, there is some form of disillusionment at the moment. And you've got here hiding from truths and revealing illusion. So there is something that's not quite as it seems. And by evoking the coyote spirit and remembering as well that polar bear and that lion retreating away, padding around, listening and inviting in, I feel you're going to receive it through a vocal message. So that's for Aries. Let's have a look for Leo. Thank you. The overriding, there we go. Ooh, the silkworm, imaginativeness, paragon, and impassioned. So, thank you, Spirit. Worms have more than one heart, don't they? I've learned that they have more than one heart. So there's more than one. What Spirit is saying, there's more than one. And then we talk about getting to the heart of the matter, but I feel there's more than one heart of the matter here for you. There's more than one sort of thing that's within this 5 of 1 situation. And so in order to get to the heart of the matter, it's to understand that there are certain threads that haven't yet come together to produce the whole pattern. That's what I'm feeling this message is meaning with the silkworm. It is asking for a very soft touch from you at this time, a very gentle touch, a very quiet touch. And perhaps when it talks about imaginativeness, it's asking for you to be imaginative in your approach to the situation, be open to a different way of perhaps doing things. And you will then feel, it says impassioned, you'll feel that this feels right. So that's for Leo. And let's look for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. For Sagittarius. Dog. Service, devotion, and honesty. So embodying the dog spirit when you receive this message, unconditional love, being present, being happy in the moment, being of service to others as well, being devoted to what it is that you are so impassioned about, and honesty here as well, being honest with yourself about why you're doing this, be honest with yourself about perhaps why others are in conflict, perhaps, within the situation, being honest with yourself also about what perhaps you're talking to yourself about, being honest to yourself about also the attention you might be giving something, coming away from that and being focused. And this dog is got his tongue out. So for me, he's been running around and he's been having a lovely time. And Sagis are known for, for being so faithful and so loyal and always looking to embrace wonderful friendships. And I just feel that this is asking for you to spend time with those that you are so incredibly loyal to and you love, and devote your time to enjoyment at this time rather than worrying about what is going to happen, because all is good, my darling, all is good. So I trust that has worked for you all. It's a slightly different concept. Let me know in the comments. And I look forward to doing some weekly readings next week. Do just bear with me at the moment. There are certain things happening at the time that things are a little bit intermittent, but when I am in that zone, I come on and do these readings. But I'm so pleased to be able to get this November reading done for you. I'm sending you so much love, and take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.